What's up guys, welcome to another video, and today we're going to be going ahead and install the timing cover, the valve cover, and we're just going to do a quick little talk about what's the next step on this whole swap procedure. Other than that guys, let's get it. Before we start guys, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for subscribing to this channel, and just a reminder, go ahead and hit that like button as well while you subscribe, and leave any comment or anything you want to share. And yeah, let's get to it. So before we start on installing the timing cover, we have to clean up the area on both sides. So from the engine block itself, you want to make sure any excessive amount of Honda bond that's still stuck on it, go ahead and get like a flat screwdriver or something. Have like a rag with you as well, so you can try to gently get any excessive amount off without falling into the oil pan. You just don't want that, you know what I mean? And then other than that, we're gonna do the same thing on the cover itself. You want to get any excessive amount, clean it up, make sure it's nice and ready. Also, we're going to install the seal gasket for this part right here, and also for this part right here. We're going to go ahead and replace that. So we got the excessive amount off. It doesn't have to be like super perfect. Like it still has some stains here and there. But as long as the surface is smooth all the way around, we should be good. Also be mindful of here, this area, these points right here. Make sure you get them off as best as you can. And then any extra debris that falls inside here, you're just gonna go ahead and flip it over, dust it off, wipe it off, do what you gotta do. But you wanna make sure there's little to no, excess dirt and stuff like that could get caught up into it. You want to try to keep your engine as clean as possible. We're going to remove this ring right here. You can get like maybe your screwdriver, something hard on top, and just kind of bang it until it falls out. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but once you get it out, you know it's good. Go ahead, get a rag, clean that surface up, get all the extra dirt, grind, any kind of bullcrap buildup. So now we have the new one. I'm gonna place it in just a tad bit. If you want, you can put some like a little bit of lubricant around it and around the ring, like some oil or something, just to make it a little bit easier to get through. So just a tad bit. Try to place it as even as possible. And then get like a mallet, and you're basically trying to tap it down as even as possible. So let's go ahead and do that. And if there's any stubborn areas, like one side is poking up higher than the other, get something that's like still soft and round and place it that area, and basically tap it and observe until it's all even, until it's flushed all the way through. So mine is in, it's nice and flush, so I know I'm good. Next, you're gonna replace the gasket or seal right here. It's pretty straightforward as well. Put a little lubricant on it, and it only fits one way. Like I said, you can tell if it's fit wrong. Now it's fit like butter. So there you go. So we got both seals in. Next thing you're going to do is use Honda Bond. right here, and then we're just gonna basically place it on almost every surface around the timing cover. So it's gonna be all around here, as well as right here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and apply it on the block. Try to be careful of the whole process. Make sure everything is lined up. So it'll be nice and flush. It's holding pretty well. And then we're gonna go ahead and start putting some bolts in. First bolt we're gonna put in is this one right here. We're just gonna hand turn it. Pretty simple. So we know that's snugged in, right? We're gonna go ahead and install all the other bolts. Keep in mind, for the bolts on the bottom from the old pan, because this is a new old pan, and as you can see right here, it's from a K20, this is a lot thicker. So the bolts that I had for the 24, for the metal old pan, they're a lot shorter, so you cannot use the same bolts. You have to get something a little bit longer. So we'll start with the bottom. Like I said, you want to hand tighten these first. It's going to be a little bit harder to catch a thread because the the Honda Bond, it's kind of in its way. But once you get it, it should be good. And then we're going to install all the other bolts. We're gonna reinstall RBB module. I'm not really worrying about this. I'm just put this in there just to keep this clogged up. Main reason because we're gonna be replacing some stuff, but I'm just gonna have you in there in the meantime. I put that in. Have this bolt. Notice that this bolt is kind of specific for that. And go ahead and tighten that up. And bam, that's it. That's how you install a timing cover. And then while we're doing that, we're gonna go ahead and install the new CRV engine mount. Now, I just want to bring it up to you guys. If you get it from a K24 and you're reusing the bolts, they're gonna be two short ones and one long one. So I just grabbed the shorter one. I got it from one of my extra bolts I have laying around, but you do need a shorter bolt for this one. And then you can line it up. They're all in. Go ahead and hand tighten these. Make sure the thread is in there. Once you're in with the thread, go ahead and tighten it. history. So they're all in, nice and tight. So next step, after all this is done, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start working on the valve cover. So for the valve cover, I went ahead and cleaned any excessive dirt and oil and grime or whatever on the surface, because you need to have this clean to install it. Okay, so for the valve cover itself, you want to go ahead and also clean that around it as well. You took the old valve cover gasket and it was pretty much brittle, and I got that out. And also you're gonna have to get these seals in the middle. So they're kind of a pain in the ass. So you see how this looks. I had to pry right inward and then pluck out, because the outward is metal, the inside is rubber. So I left the last one so I could show it with you guys. Kind of bang it. It's been there for a long time. Well, got it. Yeah, straightforward, right? We have the new gasket, both around it and inside. So I'm gonna take that off. Here's a part number. Don't worry, I'll also leave a link down there if you're interested in buying one of these. All right, so to properly install this, you want something like an all-purpose lubricant. I prefer you use engine oil. So use the engine oil and kind of lube around this ring, lube around inside where it's going to be inserted. This side is facing downward, and then you apply pressure to make sure it goes in sync. And then just like the others, because I haven't banged this one down, what you want to do is get like a hammer, use the handle, and kind of just bang it down until it gets all the way flush. And once it's down there, it's flush and nice, you're pretty much good to go. Next is obviously putting the seal or the gasket all the way around this valve cover. So like I said, make sure it's already clean, make sure there's no dirt in between this channel, all the way around, make sure it's clean and ready to go. And you can only install this one way, so you can't really mess it up. If I can knock this out, I'm not even a skill expert, then you shouldn't have a problem, right? So it's that easy, all the way around, just follow through. Okay, almost done on this side, and boom. Now, while you got it in the inside, you just want to kind of like apply pressure, so make sure it's in there evenly and it's secured, because you don't want this to fall out when you're trying to install it. So now we're going to install valve cover back in. So you want to make sure that you line this up as best as you can. Try not to create anything to fall off. Well, it shouldn't be, but you just gotta take your time and just slowly descend. Make sure everything is good up top. So I gotta bring it up a bit because the side is a little bit stubborn. While you're paying attention up there, go ahead and also check the bottom. Make sure that the gasket itself doesn't fall off. If it falls off, then it's not going to be in line, and that's why you get an oil leak. So just checking all the way around. Good so far. Just try to descend as evenly as possible. Okay. And we're in. The next thing we're going to do now is install the grommets all the way around the valve cover. There you go, we got new ones. We just basically place them there. Bam, all the way around. So we got them all in, and then now we're just gonna put the bolts back on. So it's gonna be 10mm bolts, and when we tighten it, we're gonna go ahead by different patterns. So we're gonna probably start from here to back here, here to here, here to here, and that's it. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much how you install timing cover and valve cover. Pretty straightforward and fun, right? But now we're moving on to the next step. So the next video, just give you a quick heads up, we're gonna go ahead and reuse a lot of the sensors, like the cam position, crank, or any kind of sensors that that's needed. We're gonna take those out and put it into this K24 block. Also, we're gonna use the Honda Civic Si intake manifold and put it on that as well. Don't know the exact name yet. I'm still learning Honda. So luckily I have some help with some Honda guys, or just JDM, who knows these cars inside and out. And they're gonna help me with the whole process of swapping the engine, and do my best to give you as much detail as I can learn while watching them and helping out if I can. But I'm just trying to collect as much information as I can, learn, figure out the little tricks and stuff like that, because hopefully in future builds I would like to do this process with you guys, just me and you, right? But that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. Don't forget to subscribe and like and leave a comment if you want to share maybe a Honda tip, whatever that may be. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next video. Peace.